Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sandgate Road. We're just about to head into Albion. We're heading south this time round. And the reason we're back on Sandgate Road is today we're going to be driving State Route 15. Bit of a shorter route today, quite short in fact, though a little bit open-ended at the end. State Route 15 starts at the end of Lutwyche Road and the beginning of Bowen Bridge Road. So we're going to be heading across Albion Overpass Road towards Lutwyche Road once we head through Albion. And then it continues through Fortitude Valley, through Brunswick Street, all the way across the Story Bridge, then down Main Street through Kangaroo Point, and then it ends once Ipswich Road hits the M3. Or the M3. Sorry, focusing on driving. And it'll be quite a short route, but like I said, open-ended at the end, because once we get onto Main Ipswich Road, it's going to be hard to find a park, or I assume it is. It's a Sunday, so it might not be quite that bad. Here we are at our turn-off towards Lutwyche Road. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure which lane we got to be in. I presume it'll probably be maybe the left one. Some of these roads you can turn left from the middle lane. I'm not sure if that's the case at Lutwyche Road. I have not driven along this route before. I mean, that's that short stretch of Brunswick Street through Fortitude Valley. But you know, obviously I've driven across the Story Bridge before, once or twice, although not very often. And I certainly haven't driven down Main Street, and not so far as to get to Ipswich Street, definitely not. So this will be a new adventure for me too. If you're lucky, we'll get lost on the way. That'll be a load of fun. Who knows, maybe we'll get lost straight away as we get onto the overpass, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this road closes down to one lane in each direction. The sneaking suspicion, though definitely not a certainty. Looks like we'll be in the left lane, but it's good we're in the right lane anyway because of those cars stopped over there. And this, I presume, is Lutwyche Road. Yep, left to the A3 in the city. And that's where we're going. We're heading, I think it's the A3? No, it's the A7 we're heading towards. Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on, just focusing. We're on the A3 right now, it's Lutwyche Road. I think it continues through back that way towards, to become Gympie Road. Which is why it's the A3. Now, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, maybe I've come out here just a smidgen unprepared. I had some stuff on earlier today, which is why I'm doing a short route, but I failed to take a look at which lanes we need to be in along this route, so could lead to an interesting experience. I believe that that is the Ferny Grove line. I think we must be in Windsor, I think, right now. Yeah, Windsor. Windsor Laundromat. There we are. Definitely in Windsor. Windsor? Windsor. Now, things split up around here, and we want to be on Bowen Bridge Road. We don't want to be heading on to no A3. So up here there's a sign, I saw it before. Yeah, we don't want the M7, we want Lutwyche Road. Which it looks like that's where we're going. Yeah, cool. We're in the right lane. Still on Lutwyche Road then, we're definitely not on Bowen Bridge Road just yet. Look at that. Look at that city up there, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I've been down this way before as well, as I have been to the hospital once or twice. Interesting place, the hospital. Interesting experience being in the hospital too. I can recommend Royal Brisbane Women's Hospital. Lovely place. Treat you well there, they do. Nurses are lovely as well. So soon enough, I believe it's as we pass by Royal Brisbane Women's Hospital, RBWH, Lutwyche Road becomes Bowen Bridge Road, and that's where State Route 15 begins. Looks like we're going to have to merge in as well after these lights, so better maybe push the foot down a little bit, try and get ahead of these people. And we just continue on that. See the sign there says State Route 15. And of course we're going to catch all the red lights on the way, as is tradition. I presume these lights are timed as well, because it went red, then the next one went red, and then those ones way off in the distance, they went red too. Then these ones up here are staying red, so I don't know. I'm gonna get in the middle lane just for insurance. You know, just so I can, you know, go right or left, depending on where we need to go. But it should be straight ahead all the way through to when we meet the M3. Something went beep. Thought that was the music for a second. And here we are, Bowen Bridge Road begins at Bowen Bridge, or the bridge at Bowen, or whatever. I think it is Bowen Bridge. I think this is literally what this is. Right now we are travelling over the Exhibition Branch railway line. That's what that bridge goes over. And we'll be heading into the far west of the city and the east of Fortitude Valley. The wonderful joy that is city driving. Straight ahead, Gold Coast 5-story bridge, State Route 15. There we are. This looks new. Yeah, I know where we are now. There's Store DJ up there. Just there, Manny's and Store DJ. Now, in the wrong lane, are we? No, I don't think we are. I think that's Brunswick Street up there. We need to be here. The sign back there would have told us, but I didn't get much of a chance to look at it. I think we do veer off to the right here, because I have been over the Story Bridge and up this road here in the opposite direction. I just haven't driven from this direction before. Interesting new experience. Because that's Brunswick Street down there that heads towards New Farm. Lovely place, New Farm. Quite posh. Yep, so we're on the right path to get there. That bus veered out just a smidgen too far for me. That's why a little bit of a to the left. And here we are, Fortitude Valley. We're about to cross over Ann Street, according to that sign there. Yeah, and it looks like straight onto the bridge from here. We're heading over some street here. There's like a circular little thing that comes from the city underneath this bridge. A little tunnel. If you want to get to New Farm from the city, that's what you take. And welcome to the Story Bridge, folks. Harbour Bridge, small edition, little baby edition, more like. In fact, this design here was one of the original designs for the Harbour Bridge. It's just been downsized for Brisbane. I learned that when I was in Sydney. Went to the Sydney Museum. Now, let's into the middle lane so we can make a choice about where we want to go here. Because I'm not sure which direction we need to be. I think it might be to the right? Not sure. But this sign will tell us. Ah. Well, the left lane's merging in, so... Yeah, towards the M3, so we want to be... Yeah, straight ahead, Main Street. That's where we want to be. And you know, it's funny actually, coming off that bridge, this little area here, this reminds me a little bit of Sydney. I'm not sure what it is, but it does. Maybe it's because this infrastructure here, this area here, probably has some of the oldest infrastructure. Given that Story Bridge was one of the earlier bridges, I believe. There'll be a correction, I imagine, popping up on the screen at this point. Saying, no, actually it was the last bridge to be built. Well, I've never driven across, never driven down Main Street before, so new experience for me. There's a Kangaroo Point there. I have been there once before. It's interesting how this is 3 lanes, but on the other side it's just 2. Let's head the middle lane. I don't know if that, I think that sign was for the side road. I don't know. But when we get to the M3, we want to travel straight through, and then that's the end of State Route 15. Look at that building there, Telstra. Oh, that's new looking. It's nice looking. I like it. Aesthetically speaking, I think it's quite cool. this here's State Route 41. It says it goes to Cleveland. I'm not sure if 41 goes to Cleveland. I'm pretty sure it's a different state route that takes you to Cleveland. We'll be going down there at some point. 41 eventually. Yeah. Future me, please correct me. Figure out what State Route 41 is and where it goes. Put it on the screen. And that there over there, that big construction area, that is for Cross River Rail, I believe. Yeah, see, 4 new underground stations, right? Cross River Rail, you know. They're supposed to have, you know, a station at the Gabba for the Olympics, and then the Gabba's supposed to be upgraded, but then they cancelled it. And now the Woolloongabba station, train station, is now completely useless. Yay! Wonderful. Don't you love politics? Aren't they just beautiful? Yeah, but I will be very interested to explore that new line when it opens, eventually. This area around here as well is filled with one-way roads. Vulture Street is one way, and I think there's Stanley Street as well, that's one way. As we head in towards Ipswich Road, we're probably going to start hitting more traffic. We're going to be slowing down quite a bit more. And especially once we get to Ipswich Road. Ipswich Road is known for being very heavy on the traffic, so... yeah. Especially because I think it's just 2 lanes, but it's a major roadway. Here we are, still State Route 15, Ipswich Road. But I believe this bridge up here, this big bridge up here, is the M3. And once we cross this bridge, it'll no longer be State Route 15. It'll be the A7. Which we'll travel on eventually. We will. The first bridge, though, I believe, is the busway. We may get to that, I'm not sure. I mean, we're not going to fucking drive on the busway. Yeah, we'll buy a permit. You can buy permits, right? I've got a permit in my pocket, swear. Rightio. And then up here, this up here is the beginning of O'Keefe. This is O'Keefe Street here. It's the beginning of, eventually goes to Old Cleveland Road and heads towards Cleveland. And welcome, folks, to the A7. This is not part of our current video. We'll be looking for a place to pull over up here at some point, wherever that might be. I'm not entirely sure. Just pull the first left that we can find, I think. Stay in the far left lane. Is the PA hospital here? Did I say I was going to pull the first left that I found? Well, I lied. Okay. Well, let's go left here and turn onto Cornwall Street, and we'll see where that goes. Ipswich Road, by the way, eventually turns into a highway. I believe it's the Ipswich Highway, the M7. M7 is quite a long highway, quite a long M7, A7, quite a long route. But somewhere up here we're going to have to find a spot to pull over. If there is a spot. I think I recognise this place actually. I think I might have been here once before. Ah, show off. There's the M3 again. We don't want to go on the M3. I did briefly consider it, and I was thinking, oh, that would be cool. Let's go on the M3, head towards the city, mate. I don't know. Maybe it'd be good. And then I thought, yeah, but where are you going to park? You can go through the city, and then where are you going to park? Yeah. Well, you know, sense of adventure. Ah, well, we've already passed it. We'll have another opportunity. We'll be doing the M3 at some point. At some point, indeed. Will we get into the M's and the A's and the tourist routes and the national routes? I don't think so. Probably not the national routes. Those are huge, I think. I don't know what the name of the street is. Future me, look it up, would ya? Pop it on the screen. Well, that's a nice park on the left there. And that's a nice culvert. No, I think it's a tunnel. There's a bike path that goes under that. You wouldn't be putting a bike path through a culvert. Let's just keep going. Looks like there's parking up here, or at least there might be. There's cars parked on the side of the road, so I assume there is some sort of parking arrangement. Yeah, could have parked there. Yeah, I know. Could have parked there. Yeah, I know. Where are you gonna park? I don't know. Somewhere. I'll park somewhere. Oh, great. Where's somewhere? It's there. No. Oh. Oh, what about that? There's a driveway there. Well, that's what you were waiting for, wasn't it? Just you didn't park all that time because you were afraid there's going to be a bloody driveway. Yep. Well, where are we going now? I don't know. I think this goes somewhere. Look, there's another road at the end of this. That'll be fun. Let's turn left here. Lindsay Street. Help me, Lindsay Street. Help me find a park. There's parks on Lindsay Street. Alrighty, here we are, Lindsay Street. And look at that. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Maybe this isn't the best place to pull over. Yeah, let's find another spot to park. Let's find another spot to park. Armour CX-12, oh fun. Alrighty, let's see if we can find a bit more of a flat spot to park, or I might end this video. This looks like an incredibly prosperous neighbourhood. Look at these bloody houses, man. Look at these houses. Look at those houses, my God. Gosh. Let's turn left. And we'll park here. There we are, nice. Alrighty then. So, that was State Route 15. And a little bit of extra stuff too. A little bit of getting lost in there. Gotta love getting lost. I have no idea what the name of that road we turned onto was, but yeah, State Route 15. Nice and short and sweet. Thanks for joining me on that trip. We'll get to the A7, we'll get to the M7, we'll get to the A3 and the A whatever. Eventually we'll get there. But until next week, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.